I'm here building, and I thought to myself, we could use some supplies. So, there's a town right over here. There's a lot of area I haven't looted yet, or at all. There's a trailer park over here. That's one of my favorite spots to find some quick garbage kind of scavenge. There's a couple other buildings and structures. We're going to see what those hold and take a little itty bitty break from the mining. I've made it pretty far at the moment. I need more materials to build the lights here. And I decided, as you can tell, the floor is 4 spaces wide instead of 3. I think this is where I'm going to build my next platform that's going to separate into different directions, including I'm going to continue going south, but I'm also going to go east and try to go maybe west. Then I might even build a staircase going down a level and backtrack north. We're going to see how far I can get going east and west first before I build that staircase. But like I said, in the meantime, I want to check out this town and go get some supplies. And you may have not seen this yet, but this is the workshop cabin situation, you can call it, that I've built for the mine. Gives me a safe little place to work from. I'm gonna make sure I bring a wrench and a pick. Leave my claw hammer here, I won't need that. It does make getting into things a little easier and faster, but I really don't want to waste the durability on it. And we're going to go ahead and bring a bow. I've been using my clubs and guns, and I think using a bow would be a little bit more efficient at this moment. And as you can tell, I got quite a bit of ammo. Whenever you're equipping a bow that you've upgraded or rebuilt, don't forget to knock in an arrow. I don't know how many times I go to fight a zombie and I go to draw and there's no arrow. But I have plenty of arrows, but there's no arrow. Beautiful little mining cabin. maybe put it together in a process of about an hour and a half during the night cycle, basically, when I had nothing else to do besides work on my tools and a little bit of the shaft, and quite a few different block spaces here, utilizing the different structures. Just make it look like something that belongs in the game. Let's go ahead and top off the mini bike just to make sure. Don't want to leave on an empty gas tank. Even though it's not terribly too far, it's just best to be prepared. I don't think there's anything else. All these cactuses out here. I swear I'm going to go through here and figure out where all the little cactuses are that are in my way and get rid of them. Before anybody says anything, I've already looted those two just last night while I was on my journey making that cabin. I don't leave anything unturned. Or unlooted. Any rock unturned. Any car unlooted. Dirty old sham sandwich. I'll carry it for now, but mostly I'll get rid of all that. There we go. Some dukes and a lock. There's no way I just found a full-on chainsaw. Sure did. I don't even want to begin to explain to you the stress I've had this entire playthrough, end of day 37, at 120 minutes per day cycle, so that's 2 hours every 24-hour cycle. You do the math, and I've had to build a chainsaw before I found one. Just gotta say. That was a smack in my face. Oh, food. Using my favorite hunting weapon. Oh, we'll get back here. Oh, come back, Bambi. I'm not gonna hurt you. I lied. I need food. So majestic. The flowers. Look into my eyes. I will eat you. You will be sustenance. I'm hungry. Is that a leaf in his... Blow it up. Get it out of there. Oh, of course. I need... I need the fiber, apparently, before the hide or meat. Clearly this goes without saying, but pro tip, never carry the raw meat on you. I always put it on the bike. Don't do things like put the, well, I can't here because I don't have a padlock on there already, but try not to, like if you pick up another set of tires or a battery, don't put them into the storage because it'll automatically just replace what you got on there. And I've done that with a basket one too many times, and it just knocks everything out. I know, rotting flesh can make fertilizer, sandwiches can make penicillin or antibiotics. I'm not carrying that on me right now. I might even get rid of those bones. I know, make glue, duct tape. I get it. Don't need it. Oh! Get Geico. Cat food? I think that was dog food, to be fair. No, that was meow meow. Meow chow! I must have already been through here. See, I came this way. That's a long story of why I ran this way. One of those roaming hordes passed by my shack and I wanted to follow them because I'm a glutton for punishment. Plus I just want to loot them when I got bored building that original mine shaft. I should just stop doing this because my inventory's going to be full by the time I even get there. I can't help it. Another pro tip though, try to pick up as much aloe. I try not to rip it from the world as much as possible. I'll take it back, turn it to aloe seeds first, make a field, a crop plot with fertilized soil and quadruple the output. So that way, if I need, there's more aloe still. And I think it's 6 aloe, 4 aloe to aloe salve. And that makes the healing plus bandages. Yeah, it's 4 to 1 salve. Or cream. But I just turn them into seeds inevitably. And then plant them. And then I use the crops. And then make sure that I have the same amount. I'm just gonna ignore, well, I lied. I glue. Don't go sniffing glue, folks. Oh, that was for sure a headshot. That was. What am I doing? Well, hello. Alright, I gotta stop or I'm gonna run out of room. I know these pipes can be good, but I'll break those down. People will freak out. Lead pipes, candlesticks, I will break them down in my pocket even though you get more yield from putting them just into the forge and letting them melt down. I get it, I do, but the amount that I run across is ungodly. Same with these tins. Though I have a hard time holding on to the tins, or breaking the tins down, I mean, unless I'm really running out of space and I just want the metal for them, because I think, what, yeah, 7. So that's, you know, that's 3. Huh. Bonus, I guess. Anyway, that's 3 for 1 tin, and I can't remember how much it costs to make 1, but I have so many tins in this world. Shot. Headshot. I know it seems sketch. I run up to them after the second shot and I'd see if they're fully dead. I kind of had a good feeling. Oh, I heard that. Dumb rabbit running into it. There it is, too. I know, hit it with the bow, but I'll never hit it at full sprint with the bow. I lied, I'm going to try anyway. Wow. Well. Oh, I'm glad I stopped running. Oh, my little heart started pumping there. Not because of that nurse, but because of that. There is a minefield guaranteed surrounding this place right here. Guaranteed. Do I have this marked on my map yet? Negative. We're gonna mark this for later. I don't like using that marker. Gonna remove that and give it a new one. We're just gonna use that for now. I like to save the tent markers for like my little individual camp spots. Like such. Each one of these is another little location, clearly, and then city mark. Then another little camp spot. Matter of fact, I know what that is. We're just going to go ahead and give that an X as well. And then track it because I want to go back there. That's another little, small little, like 1-person, 2-person campsite. It has like, you know, usually good loot, log cab, or a hollow log. Yep, see, there's the mine. There's another one. I better be careful. Yep, there's another one. Oh. Dang it. There's another mine over there. Oh, yeah. I know I saw the bird nest, but there's another mine off to my right there. Oh, lucky. You know what? Who else is gonna be lucky? Nope. Unfortunately for you. Well, this turned into a I'm gonna go hunting in a military campsite. See if I can actually hit that with a bow. Oof. That's just to prove that you can trigger those with a bow. Now the little candy tin ones, I'm not so sure about. I believe I've done it, but not too sure. Carefully. There are still plenty of mines. Oops. There are still plenty of mines everywhere, and you're like, well, yeah, why don't you just remove them? I don't know. I like them there. I probably will forget they're there myself and step on them inevitably. Oh, there's also barbed wire fencing in here, so do be leery of that. See? These are really good spots to loot for ammo, weapons, things of that nature. There are no mines on the inside here. Oh, he's hitting me. There are these barbed wires though, and they will mess you up. I had a feeling my inventory was going to get filled before I even made it to that little town. And I've still not found what I was looking for. I'm looking for electronical parts. I know, don't throw that away. Oh no. If you really wanted to utilize it, you could make fiber clothing. There it is. Well, no, plant fiber clothing. With your plant fibers, and then either scrap them and keep working it down to nothing. Get tailoring skills and all that. I mean, that's up to you. My skills are getting there. I recommend at least putting some points into your pistols, rifles, and shotgun damage, and then maybe Pomble Pete. I mean, you're going to be using it, as you can see that I'm using it now. This is up to you. Inevitably, I'll put points here. I'm guaranteed I will put points here. Just not necessary for me. The knife guy again, decapitator again, like weaponsmithing definitely, but I never put points into things that will go up with crafting or use. Only because I feel like I got 5 points right here, and it's like, what am I going to do with those 5 points? Save them until you level up again. Because everything's 10 or 15 or 30. You just want to make sure you have enough when you get there, and you're not like 19 points, and you like, dang, I used 1 more point than I should have to upgrade toolsmithing. Just craft. In the middle of the night, just hunker down and craft your tools. Craft them and crap them. Just crap them out. Same with armor smithing. I'll make like a bunch of that fiber armor, or I'll make some leather armor, then I'll craft it up, and I'll either combine it in the table, workbench table, and then sell it, or I'll combine it and then dismantle it, scrap it. Tailoring you can raise simply by, you know, combining weapon or clothing together, or simply crafting or repairing clothing. Oops. I'm assuming that was like a rabbit or something. But one of the early on ones that I suggest everyone take is Sexual Tyrannosaurus, Health Nut. Those two are going to benefit you. This one retains your wellness. That's this little guy down here. These 2 little stats. So that way, as you can see, no matter what, if I die, I may not be at 140, but I'm going to be at least maybe at 140. I don't know. I haven't died yet. But basically, you're not going to go down to like 98 or 80 when you die. You're just going to lose a little bit. Sexual Tyrannosaurus keeps up your stamina. Obviously, as you run, it'll reload faster. Then a few others I like to put points into. Barter is easy to raise up. I've not been dealing with the trader on this playthrough, but easy enough. You just sell them paper, feathers, clothing, just things in stacks. I like to sell them early on is paper, feathers, and arrows, things that I can craft in stacks. And each stack I sell him raises this by 1 point instead of like little margins on this bar at a time. It's 1 full margin or 1 full bar at a time. I then go around every body, every mailbox, everything that you open up will give you a point in the scavenging on this bar. And then every level, you're going to get to the Quality Joe. Now that Quality Joe is going to raise your loot quality all the way up to plus 100 quality. Treasure Hunter is not necessary, but if you're like me and like to go chase down the treasures, which I have quite a few of them on my map, I have still yet to go investigate. As you can see, there's one there, there's 2 of them right there. I like to pop them at the same time when I get multiples, because they usually will show up within relatively the same area of each other. There's a third one somewhere on my map. You can hear my guy's not liking the heat, so I'll drink my yucca juice. That'll help. Plus I'm wearing my poncho. That'll help reduce some of the heat. I could exchange my pants for shorts. But it's not that bad. That's really the only thing I can think of that's raising my insulation. It's crazy. I don't get it. Nothing else is like really that bad. So I don't get it. I'm at negative 25 degrees. Plus, I'm drinking the... Well, that could be with the yucca. You get it. You get it. Do your own math. Not a great idea. Oof. There was a chicken. Boom goes the dynamite. It is a dangerous game you play, but as you can see, that's why I like to keep the mines. So while I am investigating these little areas, I got a little something. That was a good call, by the way. It was a chicken, not a rabbit, but thread the needle. But I was right. Oh, these guys. No matter if it's in the burnt forest, or I'm sorry, the burnt wastelands, whatever. Look for these bodies. They usually contain exactly weapons parts. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. And bada boom. Don't break the body down. Ammo box, see? Couldn't see it otherwise, but there she be. Is that slugs? Yeah. Very rare to find slugs, but those go for your long rifle or your long shotgun. Those you can snipe with. Just don't forget which side you came in, because if I went out this side, I'd boom, 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 I'd be running into all these. It's a crazy sound. Well, boom goes the dynamite. What animal is that? Another chicken. Be eating good tonight. I want to go get that car, but I don't want to hit that mine. Practice. Of course. I dodge mines to get hit by little crunkers. Be gone with you. As you can see, there's yucca on the ground, or maybe you can't, but I can. A little pickle. Here's the little pickle. Pipes are good to keep if you really need them to make billows, or you're crafting something. Otherwise, I scrap them. They're worth, two of them, 15 metal. Look at that. Another 7 metal right there. You get the idea. There's some brass if you want to break these shell casings down for brass. Again, pocket space, that's totally up to you. Let's see what else. Really don't need a whole lot of crushed sand right now. Feathers, really don't need feathers. can eat this yucca. I'm gonna eat some nummy cat food. Meow meow. I know it's gonna dehydrate me, but that's fine. Then scrap the cans. Unless you're early on, you can use them to fill up with water. If you don't have a pot, I believe it's a pot. It's either a pot or a beaker to make boil murky water into clean water with the collecting it by the jar, the murky water. You can collect murky water with the tin can and boil it straight on the campfire, and even though you can stack up tin cans, the boiled water in a can does not stack, so I would drink it as you make it unless you have a lot of inventory space. And boom, my hydration's at 100% again. Now, it's a hard, again, I'm going to scrap that, and I'm going to scrap these empties. That's going to stack up the glass, and I can put that glass into the forge. I think it's 10 pieces of glass, 10 glass to 1 jar, I believe. But now I got all that empty space, so when I check this car out, if it's anything good, man, if there was anything good, then I'd be okay. Here's the trick now. Getting back to that spot that I punched through. There's the mines. Don't step on them. Did not come through this way, but I will go back through this way. Ah, dang it, just go through. See, this is where I get design ideas from when I'm checking these places out. This is the first time I think I've actually seen this done in one of these tents. It's a nice little, partition, kind of gives the, an actual official entrance feel to this room. Like, this is a proper tent. Like, this is where, the brass would sit and tell you what you've done wrong, and you're going to sit right here and get lectured, and this guy apparently, he just couldn't take it no more. Nothing. You're a waste. Don't forget these for medicine. Again, I could go out there and pick yucca. I believe there it is. It's 4 yucca fruit to 1 glass jar to make 1 yucca juice, but I got plenty on me already. I'm probably going to end up going back to camp after this little adventure, to be fair. We'll see how I feel. Every time I pick something up, I'll go ahead and repair it. Boom. Get in that habit, raises your tailing skill. Rockets. Now there is areas behind here too, see? Don't forget to check these out as well. Those usually have something good in them. Not 100% all the time, but they do. Break this down right out of this thing so I don't got to deal with it. Check this for eggs. No eggs. I'm just going to take the feathers and dump them out so it respawns. Loot when they're... I heard that. Anywho. Super high alert at the moment. Come to think of it, that's probably my guy whining about the temperature, to be fair. I get tired of hearing that sometimes. It's like, dude, you're a survivor in an apocalypse. Deal with it. Now here's a little fun, interesting situation. I got, relatively good ammo that I'm looking at here. Boom. Sand. Fiber. Never mind. Could always break down bed for quick cloth and iron. Once again, jars. Glass. I got plenty of jars. As you see, you find plenty of them. It's always the reason why you should always look around, because see, I want to pass right by these spots. Tin can, break down for metal. Nada. Metal, lead, sandwich, we don't need it. Don't fall for it, don't eat it. The only time I authorize anybody eating that is if you are desperate for food and you don't mind crapping your brains out with some dysentery. Now, I do know that, I think it's the candlesticks sell for a lot, but that's with your barter skill. As you can see, the base price is 40, but my sell price is 30, and that's because I haven't spent much time with the traders. So it's not worth it to me, and as you loot respawns pretty healthily, not worth it to me to carry the trophy around waiting to sell it. Better turn it into brass, turn those into empty shell casings, and then turn those into burlets. Let's see if I can make it back to my mini bike without blowing my head off. Oh, you're gonna hit that landmine. Don't do it. Oh no. Oh, he's gonna go right by it, you dick. Well, I'm wrong. He looks toasted. That was cute. Alright, mini bike. While I'm running, I always hold down triangle on the PS4 controller. I don't know what it would be on Xbox, maybe Y, X, whatever the top button is, whatever your pickup button is. I usually hold it while running, and that way while you're running, if you run over something, it just automatically picks it up. You don't have to individually hit triangle or whatever, X, every time. So my little tip is that I'm going to put things in here that I'm not going to be finding stacks of. Like I'm going to probably be finding stacks of this stuff. Not so much the arrows. You'd be surprised, but probably not the beer nor the chicken rations. Probably not, the marigold seeds or the aloe plants anymore. I'm not going to be picking those up. But look. Most of this stuff is going to be, including the painkillers, you'd be surprised, most of this stuff is going to be stackable. Another trick is if you want to raise your medical, just go ahead and just use up your bandages. That'll give you some room. Maybe you want to stick, I don't know, duct tape in there, because you don't feel like you're going to run into any more duct tape. I'm going to eat my chicken ration, get a can. Scrap the can. More metal. And you keep seeing me do that. That's how I organize my things, is by clicking on the symbols. Now that I've looted the place, I'm going to go ahead and wipe it out. I am curious though. You can see that there's a little road. There's probably a little, little spot here. Most likely that looks like a graveyard or cemetery there. I have to go check that out. That might be ranger station. All turned around though. They should be pointing this way. You can see the drive. Makes me wonder though, what's right here? Mark that spot for later. Investigation. Did I loot this car yet? Yep. I could break down that car for gas. I think I'm doing okay on gas. This is a crazy road right here. I want the name of the person in the city works that paved this son of a bitch of a road. You gotta be drunk to drive on this thing. Come on. Oh, this is what leads. Okay. Could you imagine, like, your innards just tucking up the minute you, like, okay, gotta go home. Oh, man, I would throw up. And then, like, pitch hard right, like, hold on, Grandma. This person clearly didn't make it any further. As you can see, it hasn't rendered in, but you can see clearly that there is a town up ahead. Is that a lake over there? There is. So that... Thank you. Person? I always assume it's a guy, but... It's not too far away. I know what I'm gonna do. Try to avoid cactuses on the way there, that's for sure. There's a rabbit, I can see it in the non-rendered in area. Can I get it? Yes! Sorry, feller, I need food. Look at the face on this thing. Poor thing, go to sleep. Put that in there, drop that. Got 12 hide already from all that. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop those bones, I don't need them. And there we go. This is clay. Indicated by these brown spotches. Just started checking. So if anybody's looking for clay, just look for those brown splotches. Quite a few of them over here. So close. Oh, goody. I may either hit and be very careful here of dogs and mines. They are everywhere. There, right there. I don't think I've ever been able to trigger one of those with this. But trust me, that is a mine. That was a dead-on hit. I don't like spending any time in here that I have to. Dog. There he is. I like the dogs because they're good for hide. Just don't ever think there's just one. See, duct tape, told you, it's stackables. This is a good spot to either, just for like right there, that building's going to give you a toilet. There's going to be a sink and maybe a trash can. Another one will have a sink, a cooler, or I'm sorry, a toilet, a cooler. No, a trash can and a cooler. There you go. Either way, you'll figure it out. And there'll be a tire, yep, tire. So if you're looking for tires for your mini bike. Another one will have it'll be a gray building with a bunch of rubble, and it'll have a locker, good for clothing. And then one more of these structures, which will look more like a house rather than a brick building, will have the oven, the sink, and the toilet, which is good for pistols, cooking pot, yada yada yada. Like right there, you can see there would be the locker in that one. I come here in this area-ish a lot for metal. 15, 30, you get the idea. It's everywhere. 45, 60, you get the idea. Huh. I already know this, but I'm going to read it anyway. You can see it raises my gunsmithing. You could sell them, but sell the ones you don't need. We're almost to that town. Let's just make it to that town. Where'd my bike go? Where is my bike? There you are. Probably looked at it like 100 times, like, where's my bike? Don't forget that mine's right there. I'm not going to drive over it, but they're everywhere. You may not even see it. It could just be underneath a pile of rocks or dirt or a bush. Yep, there's a whole entire horde. That's what I call a roaming horde. I enjoy killing them, but they're really useless. They're just more of a waste of ammo. Get far enough away from them, they'll leave you alone after about a few minutes. I usually 30 seconds or so. Yep. Oh, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. I almost fell for it. I'm gonna go down at an angle. If you would have gone straight down, that could have destroyed the bike. Alright, made it to the town. There's a crack-a-book. So I got a few options. I can set up shop right about yah. Take over one of these houses. I think we're gonna take over this house right yah. Oh. Nope. I just don't want to be too terribly close to the crack-a-book, because if I keep coming back here to visit this place, I don't want that to be my spawn spot. So it'll kill the timer, basically. So if I'm going to come here... My main base is this way. Have I traveled that road yet? No. But I have a feeling where it goes. My main base is this way, so I'm going to build a little shack. Oh, there's a graveyard. I'm going to build a shack, storage shack, down yonder. Another doggo. Trailer parks are really useful for some good loot. What happened here? Rotting flesh, rotting flesh. Always check these duffel bags or any bags you find on the road just for that reason right there. Weapons and gear. Come on, Cujo. All in the timing. Come on. Oh, was not expecting all this. Here, another dog. Where's it at? There it is. Where you going, bud? Over here. Hey. Very nice. If you're gonna play out here, be prepared for these dogs. Again, this is a random gen map, so I like to clean up the gore blocks, just that way it doesn't create a heat signature. You'll understand what I mean later on in this game, what a heat signature can be caused by or what it does. I'm gonna go ahead to the end of this. Oh, this seems like it's it right here. So since there's nothing to worry about loot wise here, good lord. Missed on that one. There was a body I was cleaning up. There it is. I have a feeling we're gonna build a little shack somewhere around here. I'd hate to do it in this little spot because it's obviously not a terribly safe-ish location, but it's what I got. I hear more. It's over that way. Possibly build right at this corner. Not terribly too deep in. But my base, my main base, is right over here. It's right there. Well, until, this is where I'm going to build up. So, till the next time.